Hello, this is Prometea, you're watching Tyrannosaurus Girl, and today I'm going to be talking about why I stopped wearing makeup. Almost. You may have noticed that since the last couple of videos I haven't been wearing makeup, and you may be wondering why. You already know how I feel about makeup. I already discussed that on my video about the power of makeup, but to better explain why I stopped wearing makeup almost completely, I need to go back a bit and tell you how my relationship with makeup has been over the years. Well, when I first started exploring and questioning my gender identity more consciously, I did try wearing makeup without knowing exactly what I was doing. A friend of mine tried to teach me. Turned out I was kind of a natural, I could do it better than her. But yeah, I wasn't wearing a lot of things, mostly eyeshadow and lipstick and a couple of other things. I wasn't doing a full face of makeup. And I went always for something quite subdued, quite subtle, and mostly just going by instinct, trying to see what I felt looked good on me. And I did that for a while, but it wasn't really the main focus of my search. So I spent a long time after that without wearing makeup at all. Now, when I finally transitioned and started living full-time as a woman, I was in a small city in the northeast of Brazil called Olinda, and I was backpacking at the time, so I wasn't really able to afford makeup at all, but it didn't worry me there because I felt that I was able to express myself femininely, to present myself as a woman without the need for makeup. It is a very bohemian city with a lot of diversity and a lot of simply crazy people living their lives. So I was allowed to just be there. I mean, it wasn't perfect, of course. There were times when I would hear comments about me, but I never felt unsafe. I never felt threatened for being openly trans there. But then when I went to Uruguay, things changed radically. I got some comments from other trans women that I first interpreted as internalized transphobia, but then I could see that there was a need to take attention away from ourselves in there. I really had to conform more to a certain aesthetic in order to be able to just go around. And even then I didn't feel safe, but in order to apply for jobs I needed to wear makeup to cover my beard shadow mostly, and in order to just go out in the streets I needed to wear a full face of makeup, cover my beard shadow, and try to walk with my head low and go unnoticed mostly. And for the time I was there I had to conform to this idea. I had to incorporate this thing into my routine that wasn't one of my values, wasn't something that for me was a personal need or a priority at all. But it kind of became a habit. Then when I came to Sweden, I kind of maintained that, I guess, mostly out of inertia. But that I don't like makeup that much, I don't enjoy that much, especially when I have to wear such heavy makeup in order to cover my beard shadow. But I still kept wearing it. The other day I was reading an article about Alicia Keys, who now stopped wearing makeup as a way to also protest against the whole show industry and what it has done to her and what it demands from her, and it inspired me. I decided to do the same, to push the boundaries at least about what I can do. Mind you, being able to do this in itself is a privilege. There are so many women for whom this is not a possibility, this is not a choice that they can take because of what the patriarchy is still expecting from us. Alicia Keys can do it because she is already a star, she is a millionaire, and she will not have her livelihood threatened by not wearing makeup and not conforming to certain standards of beauty. Unfortunately, that is not the reality of many women, both cis and transgender. I, as a trans woman, can do this because I'm in Sweden. A couple of weeks ago I was at a party without any makeup, with clothes that were kind of androgynous, and I was gendered correctly by people there who didn't know me and who I hadn't been introduced to yet. And in general, that is representative of my experience here. There is enough awareness here that they can recognize enough of the cues I have about my gender presentation so that they can see beyond the beard shadow and they can gender me correctly. But I cannot do it all of the time. Every morning I have to go to class. I'm studying Swedish, and in my class there is people from very different cultures that don't have the same awareness, the same understanding about LGBTQ issues, and I have already been misgendered in there, and that is wearing makeup. Imagine if I stop wearing makeup in the class, what is going to happen, what these people are going to think, how well they are going to see me. It wouldn't be terrible probably, but I still don't want to be thinking about that, to be exposed to that, when I want to be focused on learning the language as best as I can and not have those distractions. For many other trans women, it is an issue of safety as well. Non-passing can mean a risk for their lives. So in a way, for them, is that I choose to do this. I cannot do it full time, but I can do it at least part of the time. I think it's important for us, the ones that can do this at least part of the time or full time, even better, to do it. To drop makeup as a way of accepting ourselves, as a way of empowering ourselves and empowering other women as well, and I mean both trans and cisgender, as a way of pushing the boundaries of what this society accepts about women's appearance, and then by pushing it even further, by not accepting what is accepted, by facing certain conflict that this will generate. That is why I stopped wearing makeup, at least most of the time. I'm not quitting it completely, partly because of the classes and partly because it also does have its time and its place. But I want it to be the exception, not the rule. And I would like to invite you, in the measure that you can, to do the same. Are you with me? Tell me in the comments, leave me the questions that you want me to answer in future videos. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, share it around, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and see you again next week. Bye bye!